keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Services are now set for Killeen Fire Captain Marvin Taylor III, who died in a tragic crash after welcoming his fifth child into this world. Visitation will be held today at Crawford Bowers Funeral Home in Coppers Cove from 1 to 5:30 p.m. His funeral is tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Holy Family Catholic Church in Cove. A procession will follow with burial at Our Lady of the Rosary Cemetery in Georgetown. Meanwhile, Temple police are investigating a traffic accident that left one person dead. According to the department, officers responded right before 2 Saturday morning to the 9500 block of State Highway 36. The motorcyclist, they say, was speeding west when it struck the back of a vehicle, causing the bike to go over the guardrail. One person, who is yet to be identified, was pronounced dead. The Temple Police Department's traffic unit is investigating. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Shower and thunderstorm chances are back in the forecast today across central Texas, but it's only a 40% chance. It's not guaranteed that we'll see those storms form, but if they do, they will be on the strong side with very large hail being the primary severe weather concern. Today's storm chances near about 40%, so that means that some of us will not see any storms at all, and we're hoping not because of how hefty they could be. Morning temperatures in the mid-70s will warm into the mid to upper 80s, few low 90s with partly to mostly cloudy skies overhead. As those storms potentially form late this afternoon, could see a couple of those storms hanging on past sunset tonight with a 30% chance of a few overnight storms as a cold front moves in. We'll be done with the rain by daybreak tomorrow morning, cooler and much less humid on Tuesday with highs in the mid to upper 80s. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafury.
Live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, it's the Zack Owen Show. Now it's time for the National Anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Now, here to perform our national anthem, please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gennaro Wilson for the national anthem. Let's hear it for the flyover from two EA-18G Growlers from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill Live. It's the Zack Owen Show. Good morning. I'm Jim Alvarado. This hour, of course, is being brought to you by the Waco Realty Group and Be Kind Coffee. And, man, it's military week because it's Memorial Day weekend all this weekend. So this week on the Zack Owen Show, we're going to honor our veterans. And please help me welcome our first veteran this morning, Scott Smith. How you doing, Scott?
Hey, Jim. What an honor to be here.
It's an honor, man. You're giving me goosebumps
part of this
thinking
whole
about
week, and I know you've got some great guests coming up. I'm looking forward, and what an honor to be here on Monday.
And
Start
you
the
know,
week off.
this is the best way to start is a Monday, you know. You might as well get her done, put your boots on, and let's go to work, you know.
There we go.
So tell us a little bit about you and your history of being in the military.
Yeah, so I joined the Air Force back in 1981 and went into radio intercept. My technical title was cryptologic linguist.
Well, okay, so explain to us who don't understand that in just ABC terms.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, because the military's got to always add.
Give me the $10
extra
version
syllables,
of that.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I went to language school at the Presidio Monterey.
Oh, wow.
Studied Korean, and then went over to South Korea, and we spied on the North Korean military.
I lived in Monterey for 2 years.
That is a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place.
It's a
and
beautiful place.
especially Presidio is where you're talking about.
Yeah.
What was that, Fort Ord? No.
Yeah, so Fort Ord is right there, and it's
Salinas,
a peninsula.
Texas. It's in Salinas?
Yeah, Salinas is there. A lot of different little communities, Monterey and Pacific Grove.
I lived in
and
Monterey.
then Pebble
yeah.
Beach,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Did
Of
you ever go to
course.
Pebble Beach?
Of course.
Of course
I
you
didn't
did.
play, but
No, I actually played, not golf, but DJing. But man, that's
it's a beautiful
country,
neighborhood.
though.
Yeah, it's a great spot, and
One of the best
February is the best weather.
One of the
Summer
best
is
kept
tough.
secrets of the military is Monterey, California.
Yeah, and the Air Force dorms were at the top of the hill, and I was on the third floor. And the way the peninsula sat and the way the dorm was oriented in my room, I actually looked out across the bay east, so I watched the sunrise every morning.
Did you ever go to Cannery Row?
Yep, Cannery
man.
Row at Fisherman's Wharf.
I
and
actually love that place.
they were building the aquarium when I was there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that was, we're not going to say what year that was because the aquarium's
It was a
been there
while
for
back. Yeah, it was a
man.
while back. Yeah.
So you said, what did you do in the Monterey Presidio? You're learning a language?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
learning-
So we studied Korean.
All
So
right.
that was our job. The whole thing was just learning how to listen to Korean so we could transcribe it. So over in Korea, then we had radio antennas that were gathering the radio signals from the north, and we'd tune through those and record things of interest, and then we'd transcribe them. And this is this is a teletype, and this is all pre-internet stuff.
And
But then
folks-
it would get batch sent to the National Security Agency in
I was
Fort
gonna
Meade,
say,
Maryland.
He hadn't told you that, but most people who go to this school has to have top security clearance.
Yep. Yep.
Because what you see there has to stay there.
Yeah, the
Right.
FBI went around knocking on all the doors of the neighborhood, asking everybody, and yeah, I got the top secret security clearance, and I had to sign a deal saying that I wouldn't talk about the details for 70 years.
Well, you're not quite there, are you?
Yeah, 70 years from the time I signed, or the time I exited.
My first wife, that's how I ended up there. She was in the Army, and
Okay.
she was studying Arabic.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so the Arabic language was probably
Sure.
on the second or fifth floor above you, one of the.
They
the two.
had multiple shifts.
Yeah.
Because they needed so many linguists.
But they introduced her to some foods. Did you get to get introduced to Korean foods while you were
Yeah. So all of the instructors at the Presidio are national speakers of whatever languages that you're studying.
there? Yeah.
And as it turns out, there's actually a pretty fair number of Korean expats living there in Monterey.
Right.
In restaurants. And so we would go and experience the food. So we got to experience the culture before we actually showed up in country.
Yeah, I never knew what baklava was, and she goes, "You want to try some baklava?"
There you
I'm like,
go.
No. And then I tried it. I'm like, "Man, that's good stuff."
Right.
Have you had baklava
Yes,
before?
indeed. Yeah.
Even though that's not Korean, but
No.
it's Arabic snacks.
Yeah, but it's that flaky pastry. And what is it?
And folks,
It's an
if
almond.
If you never tried baklava,
yeah.
go get some baklava.
Do it.
I know I don't do it justice by the way I'm saying it. But, so after that, how long were you in the military?
just one tour. And
That's enough, though, isn't it?
it was good, you know.
Did you go to? So you were in Korea?
We were in Korea, yeah. And it was funny because I knew what my job was going to be, but I didn't know what the language was going to be. And so, you know, you get this in basic training, they have what they call the dream sheet. And you get to sign it, you know, oh, where would you like to be stationed? And it turns out that every country that I put for my dream sheet was like Northwestern Europe.
Nothing you got to really go to, huh?
Yeah, so then when I got done with basic training, I was offered 5 different languages.
Yeah.
And I chose Korean because if I studied Korean, I would actually be stationed in Korea. If I took Vietnamese, I would have been in Nebraska.
What?
Russian would have put me somewhere in the frozen waste of Alaska. Spanish would have put me on some rock in the Florida Keys. And Chinese was the other language that I was offered, and I would have been in Korea. So I said, well, why not learn Korean?
So, did you, when you first went into the military, they gave you this map of telling you where you're going to be if you studied that language? Is that how you knew, or is
Yeah,
this because you
yeah.
had talked to other people?
No, we knew. I knew. Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
knew. Yeah.
So, can you speak Korean now?
You know, I left Korea in 1984.
You left the language too, huh?
And language maintenance is a challenge.
I thought once
It
you
is a
learn it,
challenge,
you know
yeah.
it forever, huh?
You would think so.
No,
No.
it's not like that.
No.
So, and then so after the first tour, then you get out, and did you ever want to go back into, I mean, after, what was it, 4 years or 6 years? Or?
Yeah, just the
4 years?
Yeah, and so I came back, got married, got a degree, and actually, as I was graduating, I considered the officer program.
Oh, yeah.
And actually went through kind of all the basics, physical and aptitudes and all that stuff, and decided I was still a little too much Gen X to live in that command and control structure.
You know, they make it sound really good. Hey, you become an officer and you get the perks of this, this, this. But if you just stay here for 4 more years, you get another rank up. And then for 4 more years, see, next thing you know, they got you in there for 35 years.
It's one of those things where enlisted is a certain role, officer is just a different class. And my mother, of course, was like, oh, get a degree first, then go in as an officer, because my father had been in the Army. So she experienced that,
Right.
that life. And even when I went through the application for being an officer, I was treated different. So when I went to the physical, I had a personal escort.
What?
So here's a whole line of all the guys that I was, right? The enlisted guys waiting to get the, turn your head and cough type deal.
Yeah.
Right? I got the personal escort up to the head of the line, right?
You got a
Jump
beautiful
the
nurse
line.
versus they got an old dude.
There you go.
Something like that. Well, in the military, dude, it's like a whole different world. I mean, to get on a base, it's hard to get on if you're not really in the military or if you have the right credentials. But I didn't realize, being in the military, how tight-knit family that really is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like once you're in, you're always in.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Once you're a Marine, always a Marine. Once you're Army, you're always Army. And the brotherhood, sisterhood of that is still incredibly tight to this day.
It is different without the draft now, right? Because it's all a volunteer service.
Yeah.
And so people choose to enter for a variety of reasons.
Right.
And
Mostly
and
financial.
that's a different choice. Yeah.
A lot of people go in because they're financially broke, and this is their way of getting out.
Yeah, it could be
without
like
having to
me
pay
in the early '80s when, we talk about the Great Recession was nothing compared to the early '80s when car loans were 25% and mortgage rates were 13%,
And the military is going to pay all that for you. So
and
you don't have to worry about nothing.
unemployment was in double digits, and it was hard to find a job, and Air Force was hiring.
But they
so
didn't
I
tell
went
you
in.
about how
I
hard
went
boot
in.
camp was going to be, and then after boot camp, and then, by the way, you're going to see your wife after boot camp, or husband after that for about a week, and then you're gone again for another month or two before you see them again.
Air Force boot camp is different.
I bet it was.
Basic training. They just call it basic training. It's a mental challenge more than the physical.
I think, do we have to go to commercial right now? I think it's time for a commercial break, and we'll come back more with Scott Smith right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill on the Zack Owen Show.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weichert, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Are you a business looking for great employees or a Central Texan ready to get to work? Since 1986, Jack of All Trades has connected local companies with the best people in town. With nearly 40 years of recruiting experience, we help you succeed, whether you're hiring or job hunting. One call to Jack of All Trades puts the right people in the right place. Follow the job leader, Jack of All Trades Personnel Services.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner. powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill live on the Zack Owen Show. I'm Jim Alvarado and Scott Smith. I want to first thank you for your service, man. I should have started off the show with that.
No, I thank you for that. But I will tell you, it was an honor to serve. And, you know, many service members get that. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it. But I will tell you, it is an honor to serve the people of the country.
I bet it is. I mean, I bet that's something you never get over, or you never just, you know, say, hey, man, that was back then. I'm a different person. That's who you became.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is a big part of your life.
Yeah, we talked about that. That fraternity, that brotherhood, that connection.
Well, that's
that you
awesome.
have, regardless of the branch of service, right? So I was on the Air Force, but those in the other branches, we still connect.
Wow.
Because again, it's volunteer.
Do y'all get together and have breakfast or something?
Different groups. You know, we were at the Heart of Texas Military Offers Association dinner last week, and you're gonna have a guest later this week, Thursday. JB will come in. He's an Apache helicopter pilot.
What?
And different stories.
I'm a big fan.
He was a different world.
Man.
Yeah, he was a different world. You know, I was sitting in a van with the headphones, tuning through the radio. He was out there doing the work. But as I said, in the Air Force, we did figure out how to get the officers to go do the fighting.
That's
Good
crazy.
luck, sir.
Man, hey, we'll talk more about what you got going on here in the Waco, Texas area here in just a few minutes. But right now, we have got to talk about today in history.
All right.
Well,
I'm
today
a big
on
fan
this
of
day,
history.
May 19th. It has to be May 19th on this date. National Devil's Food Cake. Are you a big devil food cake fan?
Close. I'm a German chocolate fanatic.
I was never a devil food cake until I got older, and I kind of like it, but I'm not a chocolate fan.
Yeah.
National Hepatitis Testing Day.
Okay.
Y'all really got me on this one. I don't think I've ever been tested.
They've got a good PR agent, I guess.
Why would you need a hepatitis shot? All right. Celebrate your elected officials day, which is
okay.
That's pretty nice. I celebrate that. World Inflammatory Bowel Disease Day.
Man,
that even just hurts talking about.
I don't want to see the bumper sticker.
That would be a great bumper sticker. Someone needs to make that. National Bowel Inflammation Disease Day.
All right, you'll see it at Spice Village, I'm sure.
It'd be plumped. How about National May Ray Day?
May Ray.
You ever heard of May Ray Day?
No.
Encourages people to enjoy the sunshine and embrace the warmer days of May. It's a day to spend time outdoors and appreciate the spring season.
Okay.
Except, I don't know, I was in Dallas, Texas the other day. Beautiful day, like 70s, 80s degrees, but it had on these billboards, orange alert, limit your outside activities for the rest of the week or something like that. I'm like, it's 75 degrees. I'm going outside.
Go outside and enjoy the sun, but make sure you put on sunscreen and a big hat.
Orange alert. Here, I'll give you an orange alert. It's called spray tan. Don't do it. There's your orange alert. All right, so normally this is where we talk to Nashville Cat, but Nashville Cat is on vacation today too. So there we go. I've got a podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Behind the Wheel with Avocado. And I got to talk to this young man. He had just turned 16 the day or two before my podcast with him. He's a 15-year-old. He wrote a couple of these songs when he was 12 and 13 years old.
Really?
Yes, and he's very talented. So we're going to take a look at. His name is Ty Smith. So here's a little bit of what you can see behind the wheel with Avocado with Ty Smith.
Welcome to Behind the Wheel with Avocado.
Welcome to another edition of Behind the Wheel with Avocado. I'm Jim Alvarado, your host, Avocado. And today in studio, y'all please help me welcome Ty Smith. Ty Smith and the
minor offenses.
Yeah.
At first, it was just Ty Smith, but now it's Ty Smith and the minor offenses, and it's the band that you hang out with, a bunch of minors, right?
A lot of people. That's been kind of the main question we've gotten is like, is the whole band kids or are they just like felons? And I can assure you they're neither. They're just a bunch of group of guys that like playing music and like to tour, and we have fun on the road.
It could be like minor of the notes, minor,
right.
And that's what I was kind of thinking, minor.
A lot of people go for like the minors, like coal miners.
Oh yeah.
Too, and I'm like, it's none of those. And then every place we've been to, I feel like everybody says offenses. And it's been kind of funny. The running joke in our whole band has been like, we got the best offense out there because people keep calling us the minor offenses.
You got one of the coolest names, Ty Smith. It's just so easy to say, and it's just so common. Ty, tell everybody where you're from, man. The big town of?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's what I'm talking
about. I actually
about.
live in Sand Springs. It's just right there with Tulsa.
Right over there by Kane's Ballroom, baby.
Yeah.
Not far from that. How many times you been there?
Oh, hundreds.
Before you were into the music scene and then some, huh?
Yeah, I just got to make our debut there with Shane Smith, actually. We just played there. And
that's big.
Yeah, it was definitely a legendary moment, man. Wrote the song earlier in the year. And we weren't going to record it. And then we actually played it in Steamboat at the open mic just to get some thoughts on it. And people kept coming, where can we listen to it? Where can we listen to it? And so we finally sat down. We're like, okay, let's go record a single and actually kind of do this the right way. And so we recorded Rocky Mountain Pines, and we were like, hey, these promoters are wanting to hear it. And eventually one picked us up and wanted to, help us push the song to people. And we got lucky, and people started to like it.
Man, if you don't mind, can you sing that one for us?
I would love to.
I want these folks to see you sing the song because, folks, again, you look at him, you think it's fixing to be some honky-tonk coming out here, and in this country, but it's just wait till you hear it. It's unbelievable. It's one of my favorites.
I like this one, too. Wanna ride out of this one horse, no name town. Find a place out north of here and finally settle down. Cut back on the drinking, stand up on my 2 feet. Putting food on the table takes at least 50 hours a week. I've been stuck in this room and the roof, it's pouring rain. I've taken so many pills I don't remember my name. Oh, and the pills don't stop my pain. I wanna get out of this town for a while. The picking and fishing, babe, that's more my style. If I get out of here, where I'd spend my time. Way up there in the mountains, those Rocky Mountain Pines. Rocky Mountain Pines. I wanna be up there where the snow falls on the ground. Be able to yell out there, nobody hears a sound. I want a guitar and a log cabin, that's where I'll spend my days. But even then I think it'd be hard to keep the lonely out of my veins. I wanna get out of this town for a while. But picking and fishing, baby, no, that's more my style. If I get out of here, you know where I'd spend my time. Way up there in the mountains of those Rocky Mountain pines. Rocky Mountain pines. Rocky Mountain pines.
Man, thank you for doing that for me today, man. That's great. Ty Smith, Rocky Mountain Pines. Did you write that one by yourself, or
I did.
Wow. You had to go to some deep places in that song, didn't you? I mean, some really deep places.
Yeah, I had a rare foot condition, and it put me out of playing baseball. And at the time, that was pretty much all I did was play baseball, and I was actually a pool player. And at that part, I mean, it basically stopped me from walking. Every time I'd walk, there would be micro fractures in the bone, and it would just be so painful I couldn't walk. There was no pills the doctors could give me. There was nothing, no braces or anything. I walked in a boot for, a year. And I was just so ready to be out of this, because it just put me at home. I couldn't do anything. And so I was just ready to get out, and Music Fest was starting to roll around, and so I was ready to get out to the mountains, and that's kind of what I wrote the song about. There's a line there that says, I've taken so many pills I can't remember my name, and a lot of people think a 14-year-old kid's, not going through that, but at the time it was actually something I was going through and trying to figure out a way to sleep at night, because I would just I'd go a week without sleeping, and it was a terrible, terrible time, and I'm glad I got to write a song about it. Looking back on it, because it was good that it happened, but in the long run, I'm a lot better now. I've had 2 surgeries and everything's better. They put some pins in my foot, and now we're all cool.
Behind the Wheel with Avocado, that was recorded at the Alico building, just right down the street here on the 21st floor. So everything you see back there is really live Waco.
That is a gorgeous view from up there.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one
more floor.
And that's where the president and CEO of the insurance company has his office, or offices. But yeah, they said the studio that I'm in, that was the office of the vice president, or the president, not the CEO, of Alico, the insurance company, and that his office was in that corner, and then he had an air door that opened and shut, and they said, if you're an employee, you go in there and sit down and talk to him, because he'd call you in and talk to you. They said, if you ever hear the air door shut, you already know you're fired. And every time, everybody was nervous to go talk to this guy.
I would imagine.
And to do their morning report. And if you didn't hear the air door shut, you live another day. Boy, that would be
corporate
a rough
life.
day. Huh?
Corporate life.
You got to sell some insurance. That's
I
what
would
they're
think
saying.
so, yeah.
All right, so we're back here with our veteran, Scott Smith. And Scott, now you say you have a radio show here in the Waco area. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So when we decided to move to Waco, which was last year, just about a year ago, we decided to move here. And I said, well, when we come to Waco, how am I going to show up? And I had been doing some shows in Oregon. We do those remote, the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, and then we do the Experience Local, where we interview Christians in business and nonprofit organizations. So I decided I was going to start a show here called The Waco Experience, An American Story. And I got on the FCC website looking for locally owned radio stations, found KBBW, that's 1010 AM plus the FM translators, and they had a spot open at 8:30 on Saturday morning, which is a great time for a business show. And so, based on my experience working with chambers of commerce, a chamber is where business, government, and nonprofits all sit at the same table with the same goal, but different tools.
A lot of different tools.
Right, but the same goal of let's build a strong community. So I said, I'm going to interview leaders in business, government, nonprofits. And our lease took effect on September 6th of 2024, so just a few months back. And then that first Saturday in October was the first episode that aired.
Oh, wow.
And I interviewed the folks over at Fuzz Lab, and then Inez Russell from Friends for Life was guest number 2. And I've been interviewing a lot of business, government, nonprofit folks. And I will name drop. I actually got to go interview our Congressman Pete Sessions on a Saturday afternoon in his office.
Wow.
And that was a 2-parter. Some of the episodes have been 2 parts because there's a lot of stories to tell. The show is only 30 minutes.
Right. But that's a very educational 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it live or is it?
So I record. I bring my mobile studio to whoever, wherever the folks are at, or we'll record at the Chamber of Commerce, or I'll actually be at Glory Bell Coffee later today recording.
Or you can go to Be Kind Coffee and record over there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And record. Yeah, happy to.
I've been to Be Kind Coffee once. It was,
Be Kind would be a great place to record.
It's not very big, but it's humble.
Yeah, anything that it makes it a little bit more organic.
Yeah.
So it's not the studio type feel. So we might have background noise.
Have you gotten to interview Chip and Joanna Gaines over there?
Haven't talked to them yet.
I did their wedding reception.
Okay.
That was
That would have
prior
been
to the
fun.
kids.
Would have been fun.
Oh, it was a blast. You should
Yeah.
have seen Chip. Chip is the same way on and off camera. I promise you. There's no acting there.
Yeah.
That's why he does so well, because he doesn't have to act. That's why I think I do pretty good, too, because either you know the material or you don't, because I never studied for a test in my life either. But so your radio show, and then if somebody wanted to get with you and say, hey, I think I would be a good host or a guest for your show,
Yeah, absolutely.
how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah. So you can go to thewacoexperience.com. And, of course, all the episodes are there. So it airs on Saturday morning at 8:30. And then I release the episodes on this podcast. So wherever you listen to fine podcasts, they say, they're everywhere. Right?
They're
Wherever you go.
everywhere. And everyone, I didn't realize who does podcasts, but now that I'm with Rogue Media, there's hundreds of podcasts out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
just with
podcasts
our
out there.
company.
The having an actual radio show is different. When
It
I
is.
introduce myself, I can say, "Oh, Jim, nice to meet you. And what do you do? Oh, I have a radio show." And it is a little bit different than the podcast.
On FM.
FM
Or
and
is it AM? Oh,
AM, FM.
they have AM
Yeah,
too?
yeah, 1010 AM, and then the FM translators. But the broadcast towers actually reach from Dallas down to Austin.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's a
Especially
good
the
footprint.
AM.
Good
AMs
footprint.
go real far.
Yeah.
That's why people loved AM back in the day, because you can go.
That's what I grew up on.
There was a station in Dallas, Texas that was AM that truck drivers listened to it nationwide.
Yeah.
It was, I forgot his name, but man, one of the best radio shows in the world back in the day. I mean, we're talking 60s.
Well, yeah,
70s.
Wolfman Jack, right? Everyone was listening to Wolfman.
He was my favorite. He's the reason why I got into radio.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I want to be just like Wolfman.
Well, I didn't do a career in radio, but I was captured by it from the time that I was 9 years old.
I did a career in radio. Didn't pay off.
Well,
I almost went bankrupt.
I was 9 years old. My dad was, he had gotten out of the Army and decided that college was probably a good idea. So he went back to college. And his hobby was electronics when he was growing up. That's what he did in the Army. And so when he was at college, he and another guy rebuilt the college radio station. And so I'm 9 years old. I'm hanging out at Shepherd Hall. This is Corvallis, Oregon State University. Upstairs was the radio station. Downstairs was the TV studio. I really wasn't that interested in the TV. I was fascinated by radio. And then when I actually became a student at Oregon State, then I was a jazz DJ for a year.
Oh, wow.
On the college radio, yep.
I bet that's fun.
That was a blast.
Jazz is really cool.
It was good.
It's underestimated how cool jazz is.
It was really good.
It's
Yeah,
one of my
I
favorite
enjoyed that.
genres of music. I drive tour buses for a living now, and whenever I'm in big cities like Los Angeles, and during downtown early morning traffic, I always tend to find some good jazz, and I listen to it because it's no lyrics to distract you words, and the music kind of just soothes you. And it really does work. So, folks, if you're ever stressed out, listen to some good light jazz, not heavy jazz. Heavy jazz could probably stress you out, too.
Yeah, I used to have to tune in when you traveled, you know. So as in Southern California, you listen to KLON, Long Beach State. But now it's streaming service, so you can always find it on your phone, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can listen on your phone, which is a cool thing.
You can create a radio station in 10 minutes, man.
Well,
I figured that out.
I said this is absolutely the best time ever to be alive, because the barrier to entry is just your willingness to participate.
And how much you're willing to put into it.
Well, yeah. You know, I mean, if you thought, oh, I could be a TV personality, then record yourself and put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, if you think you can do radio, then get a podcast.
And by the way, folks, your family won't even watch you. They say they're going to, because I'm a fine example. Oh, yeah, I'll watch your show all the time. I mean, I've got people in El Paso. I got them in Florida. And I look at my how many people has watched my show. None of my family has ever watched my shows, ever. And I'm like, if your family doesn't love you, then who else is going to love you?
I tell you, you just have to not worry about what other people are going to do. Just be creative, right? Do your thing. Yeah,
Just
do your thing.
Man. So your radio show again is every Saturday morning at 8:30. It's first
8:30.
aired, and then secondly aired on your podcast there.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And so you just talk about the local communities and businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
so the Waco Experience, an American story, and again, business, government, nonprofit leaders. I believe that every community across the country is facing the same issues: housing, good jobs, crime, the aging infrastructure, and I think Waco is also doing a pretty good job at addressing those issues.
Waco has done a great job.
And so, even though it's the Waco Experience, it is an American story. So whether you're in Ohio or Oregon or Idaho or California, wherever, your community is experiencing the same thing. So my hope is that people will get inspired by what people are doing here and get involved in their community, or ideally even get involved in Waco. I mean, I have interviewed a lot of nonprofit leaders. When I was doing the research for the program, you look at the greater Waco area, about 330,000 people.
Right.
So there's a lot of folks to talk to. There's about 40,000 people that are employed by the government, and that doesn't include the federal government. Then there's over 1,600 nonprofit organizations. So if I interviewed just the leaders of nonprofits, that's like 90 years worth of
material,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't run out.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
They're doing good work.
We're going to talk more with Scott Smith here, our veteran for the day. It's Memorial Weekend. I can't believe it. Memorial Day is this weekend.
Time flies.
We'll talk about what you're going to cook here in a minute, because everyone cooks on Memorial Day
You got
weekend,
it.
right? All right. We got to take a real quick break. This course hour being brought to you by our friends at Waco Realty and Be Kind Coffee. More with the Zack Owen Show coming up.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion-resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one is I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Angles 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Have you ever wondered why so many pet parents are choosing to have virtual vet appointments? Online veterinary care is making it easier than ever to get expert advice for your pet. Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show, live from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. One of my favorite places to be. Have you ever seen the show here at the Backyard?
Absolutely. We came and saw Holly Tucker.
Oh, yeah,
she's
she's a good friend of mine.
She is good.
I was trying to get her to be my musical guest this morning, and she goes, Jim, I'd love to, but I'm in Alaska right now. I'm like, what?
Okay.
She gets her. She
too bad for her.
Well, it's great for her and her family having a good time in Alaska.
You bet.
Yeah. Too bad for her. She missed out on a great show this morning.
Hunting, fishing.
With our veteran here, Mr. Scott Smith. All right, so, Scott, it's time for Joke of the Day.
All right.
I know you got one, man. What you got?
Well, Jim, here's the deal. You cannot trust stairs. You know why?
Why?
They're always up to something. All right, bad enough. All right. Hey, I got kids. So I can qualify for the dad joke exemption.
That was pretty good, though. I like up to something.
Up to something.
Up to something, but leading to go to nowhere. I like
stairs to nowhere.
Bad.
When you were in Monterey, did you ever make it up to the Winchester Mystery House?
No.
In San Jose?
No.
People need to
San Jose, but it never made it to that.
Yeah, the Winchester Mystery House. It was the story is kind of sad, but they rehabilitated the house. But anyway, there are literally stairways that just go up to a door that opens up, and there's a wall. So
to nowhere.
It goes to nowhere. Those stairs are up to nothing.
That would be really cool, but that wall should be painted like a clear sky, like you could actually walk off the edge of life.
So kind of a Looney Tunes thing is what you're thinking about?
Open one door and close it another window, or like an open window.
So the Roadrunner can go through it, but the Wile cannot. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Come on, man. If you can't make believe, then why even live, right? I love make believing. So let's talk about what do you like to cook on Memorial Day? What's your favorite food?
Oh, man. I was telling friends of mine that I'm on a plant-based diet.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, Scott, plant-based diet? I'm saying, yeah, it's all in how you prepare them. And I found that if you process those plants through domesticated animals, it tastes delicious.
It tastes delicious.
Yeah, so beef is beef.
Beef is your thing?
Any kind of beef. Ribeye, I mean, you can't go wrong with ribeye. But, man, pig is good, too.
But Memorial Day, man, it's to me, it's a celebrating of the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
You know? And so you got to have red meat.
Yep.
And I don't know what the white would be, but the blue is always a blueberry cobbler.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Something with...
I'm a sucker, though,
white
for
could be the ice cream
peach
on
cobbler. Peach cobbler.
Yeah, peach cobbler.
Right?
But
yeah.
everyone says you got to do barbecue, smoked meats, and all that. Man, I think for Memorial Day, you should just whip out the old charcoal grill and do some hot dogs and hamburgers. That's the all-American thing, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Hot dogs
yeah.
and hamburgers and some kind of apple pie and mom's favorite potato salad or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, man, that's another thing. I have a weakness for potato salad.
Are you a good potato salad maker?
Oh, love that stuff.
Have you had Uncle Dan's potato salad yet?
I have not.
Oh, you got to go try Uncle Dan's.
Yeah. That's
shameless plug, Uncle Dan.
Okay, there we go, Uncle Dan.
Love your potato salad. I like his dill potato salad.
Okay.
It's a white potato salad, but it tastes like pickles.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm good with that.
You got to go try it.
Okay.
All right. So let's tell everybody how they can follow you on your podcast, Facebook, and all that stuff before we wrap up this hour.
Yeah, absolutely. So Instagram, Waco Experience. And but you can find it all at thewacoexperience.com, the website. And I do have sponsors for my show, so you can find all of those sponsors there right on the front page.
You got a lot of sponsors there, huh?
I got sponsors on the show. And then, of course, they can find their favorite way to listen to the podcast.
Who's your major sponsor?
Who's my major sponsor? White Bluffs Construction.
That's a
Texas
big sponsor.
Healthcare for You.
Yeah.
And Biddy and Bo's Coffee.
It wouldn't hurt to, I mean, Be Kind.
We gotta love
Be
them.
Kind's going, what? No.
Well,
that's
you
for his
can,
radio
Be
show.
Kind. Yeah, Be Kind.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Be
I got
Kind
a spot for you.
You got more
I got a spot for
coffee
you.
spots? And
Yeah, the Cactus Rose Ranch.
Oh, wow.
And they have a nonprofit. So they do horse riding lessons.
Oh, really?
But they also have Healing Heroes with Horses. And that's a nonprofit. And it's for veterans, for first responders. They can go out and work with the horses, get riding lessons, and it's all paid for by the nonprofit. So
Can you
to
ride a
those
horse?
veterans, I have ridden a horse. Yes, I have ridden
out there
horses.
yet or no?
I have not out there. I watched Dave Welsh. He
You
and
got to
his wife
practice what
Erica
you
own
preach
that.
there, Scott. You gotta go out
They
there
do
ride some
that.
horses,
yeah.
man.
Well,
You're a veteran.
maybe
You
that's a
qualify.
good Memorial Day thing, right? I said we were out at the ranch, and I'm like, what's more American than a horse ranch out in the country in Texas?
Having a guy named Cook cooking for you out there on the big old stagecoach.
Right? There we go.
And
Come
then-
on, Cookie.
And then pitch you a tent
Get some
in the back.
brisket.
That's where you're going to sleep for the night.
We'll take it.
Don't take your wife. She probably won't like that. I know my wife says, I'm not sleeping in nobody's tent, you know. I think I grew up in the wrong area because I think I could have been a real cool cowboy. That would be a fun time, I think. The only thing I wouldn't like about it, you don't get to bathe there every day.
I don't know. My dad always said that people pine away for the good old days with air conditioning. So it may have been fun, but it's more fun with AC today.
Then back in the day, the refrigerator was a block of ice. And it melted, you're out of luck. You know?
Yeah.
Good luck and all that. Well, happy Memorial Day weekend. And
Thank you, sir.
Scott, again, thank you for your service and for everything you've done, man. And what you continue to do with the nonprofit organization out here. Congratulations on your radio show.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah, happy to be here. Being a Texan is a good thing to do. Good
Wow.
thing to be.
It is a good thing. Even though you've only been here a year, we rubbed off on you pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Hey, but my wife and I, we were kind of dating, but our first kiss was in San Angelo.
There you go.
When I was in the Air Force up there.
And that's why you married her.
There we go. Yeah.
She was in San Angelo, Texas. And then y'all got married after that and moved to Portland, Oregon.
Well, we met in Sunday school back in Oregon, and but we kept letter writing as I went off into the service. And then it grew into a marriage. And we actually came to Waco for the eclipse last April.
Oh, did you?
To celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary.
And you know what? It was a pretty cool deal because Waco was right in the middle of the line of the eclipse. And you
Absolutely.
got to see a great thing and got to experience and then fell in love with the town and came back and moved here. And now you call it home.
It is home. It is home.
But even though you won't get to see another eclipse for, 80 years or something?
Yeah, but it is a good excuse to go to Spain in 26, I believe. So,
what's that song? I've never been to Spain. 3 Dog Night.
There we go.
Something like that. Well, folks, that wraps up this hour at the Backyard Bar Station and Grill. Next hour, we have musical guests. We'll be talking about that coming up. And, of course, Scott, have a good Veterans Day today, or Veterans Week, as we celebrate Veterans Week, and then have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you, Jim. Fight the good fight.
All right. This hour being brought to you by Waco Realty Group and Be Kind Coffee. More with the Zack Owen Show coming up.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better. You sleep better. And you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
OsleyMD.com.
I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
OsleyMD.com.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Hi, my name's Erica, and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
Bar Stage and Grill live on the Zack Owen Show. I'm Jim Alvarado, a.k.a. Avocado. And, you know, I again want to thank Scott Smith, our first veteran for the Veterans Week all this week. Getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. Now, you got a barbecue, got vets. Now you got to have music. Y'all get ready. This hour's special guest, I'm a big fan of theirs. They didn't know that, but I've become a big fan in the last month and a half that I didn't even know who they were until about a month and a half ago. My beautician said, "Hey, have you heard of this group?" And I said, "No." So I went, as soon as I left, I Googled them, and they actually had a song on Apple, and I downloaded it. It's called Running Home, I think is the name of the song. The band at the time was called West Texas Wind. Well, since then, they've changed their name to Graham St. Clair Band. Y'all please help me welcome the Graham St. Clair Band over here. What's going on, boys?
Oh, nothing much. Thank you so much for having us today.
Man, it's a pleasure. So, real quick, we'll just get the cat out of the bag that you changed your name just recently to the Graham St. Clair Band.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we did. That was in the past month or so.
It's nothing wrong with West Texas Wind. It's just because there was other bands in the business with the West Texas image already going.
Yeah, so we were getting confused with the West Texas Exiles, which is an awesome band, West Texas band, and then we were also getting confused with the band Need to Breathe because they've got a real popular song called West Texas Wind.
Wow.
So,
and so you have a song that has West Texas Wind in it, but it's called Running Home or Roaming Home?
We actually do have a song called West Texas Wind as well. But yeah, so our title track on our debut album is Roaming Home.
And that's the album that I've downloaded because, dude, I've listened to that and all the other tracks off of that, and you're one of the bands that I like the sound of every song you do. It's
Thank
just
you.
like, dude, every one is a home run to me. I've not yet heard a bad song from you guys.
Well, thank you so much. We hope that you never will hear a bad song from us.
Do you write all your stuff there, Graham, or do you have other people to help you write?
I have written everything that we've recorded or put out so far. My older brother has helped me write a couple of those songs on the album, and we'll still get together and write sometimes. But actually, a lot of the band writes songs. We haven't gotten the chance to put any out that the rest of the band wrote, but we'll play some live that were written by this guy here, or our other
Jackson.
guitar player, or Jackson right here. So, and then we'll write silly songs together all the time. So.
Well, let's go ahead and show everybody what y'all can do. Go ahead and throw a song out there, and this is exactly why, folks, when you hear him, you can see why I fell in love with him, man, and why I had to have him here on my first day for the Zack Owen Show here. So here they are. It's Graham St. Clair Band.
Yep. All right, the first one we're going to do is the title track on our debut album. It's called Roaming Home. Let her write you a letter. I just ain't no good with a pen. It'll be quite a while till I make it back home once again. And it's not that I ain't missing you, but I wouldn't even know where to begin. There's a man without a heart has enough home, my friend. I got a roaming home.
Ain't no place where I can stay, and I know that my old habits keep on driving you away. I got a roaming home. Well, I can't never settle down, but I wish I could, 'cause I get cold not having you around. I know it's been too long, and I reckon you've forgotten me by now. I'm not even sure if losing you is worth everything I've found. 'Cause I was never worth much, but out here I'm worth nothing at all. If only I'd have known how true it was, pride comes for a fall. I got a roaming home, there ain't no place where I can stay, and I know that my old habits keep on driving you away. I got a roaming home, well, I can't never settle down, but I wish I could, 'cause I get cold not having you around. I got a roaming home, ain't no place where I can stay, and I know that my old habits keep on driving you away. I got a roaming home, but I can't never settle down, but I wish I could, 'cause I get cold not having you around.
It is Graham St. Clair Band. It's called Roaming Home. That is the self-titled track of their new album. And, dude, I like the oil rig on the album cover there. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That was a guy from Lubbock who did that artwork, and he actually lent us his drum set to record the album with.
Really?
Yeah, so I was at his house, and he had all this artwork up everywhere, and I saw that one, and I said, "Hey man, could I have that?" That one's cool.
So it was just hanging on his wall, a drawing of it, or?
Yeah, I just shot in his studio there.
Oh,
so.
wow. And so you said you're from Lubbock, Texas, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
How'd you end up in Waco?
Oh, I guess we're not going to school here anymore. We graduated this past Saturday.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much. But we were going to school here, so.
You and Jackson there?
Yeah, he's been out for a year, but Jackson here actually is from China Springs, so he's from real close to the area.
So am I, Jackson. That's where I live now. Hey, so you guys actually, some of you have full-time jobs that you're trying to do as well as trying to be on the road. So trying to be road dogs and job careers.
Exactly.
It's not easy to do, is it, Jackson?
No, sir. It's always go.
Yeah, I know. You know, when I first started doing this touring stuff, I was in radio for 35 years, and then I got into touring with a buddy of mine named Randall King, and he was actually not a carpenter, but he laid floors for a living over there in the Lubbock area. He was from between Lubbock and Amarillo. There's a place up there is where he was from. I forgot the name of it, but it's not a very big town. It's a cattle town, but, so he had to work 2 jobs too, so y'all don't have to feel like, oh, man, my career's not going off. it's doing what it's supposed to do. And eventually, with that voice of yours, dude, in the band, so there's how many pieces in the band?
A 6-piece band.
Wow, that's a big band for a brand new band.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a big band. It's we're pretty crammed on some of these little honky-tonk stages, but we make it work every time.
And so you have a drummer, obviously, a bass player, you have a lead guitar player, and you do acoustically, too?
I do acoustic guitar. We have 2 electric players, and they'll kind of swap between rhythm or acoustic. And some songs I'll just be out live, it's whatever. And then we have a steel guitar player, too.
That's awesome to have a steel guitar player.
Oh, I know. He's our age, too, which I didn't think that was possible, but...
You better hang on to him because people are looking for young steel guitar players
I know.
for a long time. I mean, shoot, man, I know some big time names are looking for him right now, so you better keep him on the lowdown, man.
Yeah, maybe cut that piece out. No.
And he's actually really good, too, isn't he? Is he really good on it?
Yeah, he's great. He's super solid on the steel guitars. So
it seems like those younger guys tend to be better at it because they have more time to, I guess, hone in their skills on that. You know,
absolutely.
It's really crazy how that works. Hey, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll have more with Graham's St. Clair Band coming up right after this, being brought to you by our friends at Waco Realty Group and Be Kind Coffee. More with the Zack Owen Show coming up.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Coversenal, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
If I've learned anything in the last year, it's that to show up as my best, I need to make intentional choices. And that goes back to the absolute basics. Number one, it's I have to move. And number two, to stay hydrated.
I have been using molecular hydrogen from Water and Wellness to support my health and well-being. It helps with energy, recovery, liver health, and more. The hydrogen has been a game-changing addition to my own wellness routine. The tablets dissolve into my water and deliver powerful minerals to help my body feel its best all day long.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Angles 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Have you ever wondered why so many pet parents are choosing to have virtual vet appointments? Online veterinary care is making it easier than ever to get expert advice for your pet. Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns and expand access to pet care. Book your first appointment today.
Visit robemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. It's the Zack Owen Show. I'm Jim Alvarado, a.k.a. Avocado, what they call me. I don't even know where Zack is. I was told to be here a couple months ago that, hey, man, I was on tour with William Clark Green. Actually, I was in my hotel sleeping, and I get a call, hey, can you fill in for Zack again? I'm like, where did he go? I mean, he's been on 3 vacations since I've even thought about a vacation. I don't know. Zack, hope you're having a good time. It's always a blast filling in for you because I get to do whatever I want to. I just love Zack Owen. But anyhow, thank y'all very much. Graham St. Clair Band over there, killing it already. First thing this morning, we're going to have another song from them here in a minute. But Graham and Jackson, did y'all know today in music history, on this day in 1984, Alabama album Roll On reached #1?
Oh, wow.
On this day.
I did not know 19th. That one.
Yeah, on the Billboard Country Music Charts. We all know about that. And let's see, it was on this day, 1997. I'm not going to ask when y'all were born. But I know 84 is probably way before your time, but 97 might be kind of hit and miss there. But a young lady, her name was Trisha Yearwood, released her rendition of How Do I Live, which became a major hit and showcased her vocal powerhouse. How Do I Live? Leanne Rimes did a version of that, didn't she? But so Trisha Yearwood was the first one? So I wonder who was the first one before that? If it was a rendition, that means it has been done before, probably by Dolly Parton. Dolly or Loretta Lynn, they seem to be the first female gals to do all that kind of stuff. Who? By the way, that's our producer, Kevin, back there hollering at me. All right, so in 2001, Tim McGraw and Kenny Chesney were acquitted of charges. What? Whoa, what did they do? I can see Kenny Chesney, but not Tim McGraw. Stemming from an incident involving a police horse, an event that garnered significant media attention. What did they do with the police horse in 2001? I mean, Kenny Chesney can't even get on a horse, can he? He's not that tall. Have y'all ever seen Kenny Chesney in live? I mean, he's not really tall at all. No, Tim McGraw is tall. I just saw Tim McGraw about a year ago when I was on, maybe a year and a half when I was on tour with Randall King. And I remember the Tim McGraw story that Randall was we were backstage, and it was like a 4-day run that I was with Randall and Tim. And Tim McGraw, man, they have all-you-can-eat breakfast, all-you-can-eat lunch, and all-you-can-eat dinner, and then snacks in between. Well, there is an ice cream area where you made homemade ice cream, whatever you want on it. And Randall and his girlfriend was standing in line for ice cream, just all excited about, oh man, what kind of toppings you gonna get? I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna that. Tim McGraw walked behind him and said, tapped him on. She goes, man, I wouldn't do that. I'd stay away from ice cream. Randall just deflated, went, oh man, I really wanted that ice cream, but he didn't get it because Tim McGraw told him not to do it. 2013, Carrie Underwood pledged $1 million to the American Red Cross to the aid tornado relief efforts in Oklahoma, which is great, man. Was demonstrating her commitment to philanthropy. Which, did she have $1 million? I guess she had $1 million in 2013, huh? When did she do the American Idol thing? That wasn't much for their. It was around that time too, wasn't it? So she must have had a heck of a record deal. All right, Wynonna Judd, back in history on this day in 2022, just a few years ago, announced an all-star female lineup for the Judd's final tour, honoring her late mother, Naomi Judd's legacy. Wow, has she already been gone that long? 3 years, Naomi Judd?
I guess so.
Wow, man, time flies. Time flies. All right, folks, getting back to our live music this morning, man, it's a great honor to have them. Graham St. Clair. Now, Graham and Jackson, y'all are maybe new to some people who've never heard of you before, but you're not new to the scene in a way, because tell some folks some of the places you've been and opened for.
Oh, yeah, we've gotten some really, really cool opportunities playing music. We've gotten to open for some of our heroes. We pretty recently, we got to go up to Kansas City, open for Randy Rogers' band.
Yeah, that was a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was huge for us. I mean, he's absolutely a hero of mine. Same with.
Did Randy like you guys? Did he get along with y'all?
Yeah, I hope so. I think so. I got to hang out. He had just had some kind of cataract surgery.
Oh, wow.
So he was kind of ready to get back to the bus right after the show. But we hung out with his band for a very long time, and they were very complimentary.
Well, you know, Randy Rogers is the reason why Parker McCollum's where he's at.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, he owns that Cheatham Street bar, so he's the reason that a lot of artists are where they're at, you know? Absolutely. But
and
we
then
got
you've been
to
some festivals too, right?
Yeah, so we got to play the Larry Joe Taylor Fest. That was a ton of fun.
What day were you on?
We were on Saturday, the last day,
wow.
and we were the after party. So we actually played after Randy. Randy headlined the main stage, and then we played in T-Bird's Garage pub as the after party from, like, I think it's the latest we've ever played. We were playing from 11:30 to 1. So
I figured till daylight, because if knowing Larry Joe, he's got the handles rolling out there, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you go to the RVs and whatnot afterwards, you definitely play until daylight.
Radio Row, y'all hit it over there. See,
what's that?
Go to Radio Row. Did you see JR Rebel over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, JR.
I actually have talked to JR a whole bunch over the phone and stuff, but I had never met him in person. And I saw him. You know, he's a big guy. He's super tall. He's way bigger than I thought he was.
And I woke him up Friday morning, because we pulled in around 7:30 that morning.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you didn't know, I drive for William Clark Green. But so William was headlining that Friday. And, of course, it was Ty Myers Day, because anytime you play with Ty Myers, you know you're going to have a big crowd of a lot of young girls. But so I guess JR and the guys stayed up all night long. And
I believe it.
I had a guy named Jeremy Moyer. Have you heard of him, Jeremy Moyer?
Yeah, absolutely. So
he plays steel. Go ahead.
I'm very, very close with his dad, Wally Moyers. And then his son, not Jeremy's son, Wally's son, Jeremy's half-brother, Breck Moyers, produced our first album for us.
Really?
So, yeah.
Not the Romy, not this Romy Home one, but the one before.
Roaming Home.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, he did it.
No kidding.
Yeah, he did all the production on it.
Small world.
Oh, I know.
Well, Jeremy was with us. He's playing pedal steel. He does pedal steel for William on the big shows like that.
Yeah.
And so Jeremy goes, hey, let's go. JR told me to come say hi to him when we get here. I'm like, did he know we were going to get here at 7:30 in the morning? He says, well, he just said whenever we got here. I'm like, all right, man, let's go. So I take my little Osmo 3. I have one of those video recorders.
Yeah.
And we're walking through there doing a little recap of the Larry Joe Taylor Fest. I said, let's go wake him up. He goes, no. I said, yeah. I said, JR will love it. I said, I bet he just barely went to bed, you know, because it's 7:30. So I'm over there, and I wake up, and I said, JR Rebel. I was on his stage screaming. I mean, people of other camps are starting to come out and like, what in the hell is going on? And so we got it all on film, and JR coming out wiping his eyes. I said, did I wake you up? Well, yeah, kind of. I said, what time did you go to bed? About an hour ago.
Yeah, I
said,
believe
hey,
it.
Man, that's part of it. But that's part of the Larry Joe Taylor stuff, you know.
That is. Have you ever made it to JR's Rumplepalooza?
No. What is that?
It's an after party they throw. I didn't make it, but he did this year.
Over there at the Larry Joe Taylor Fest?
Yeah, I think it gets pretty wild. So.
Oh, yeah, at the campsite?
Yeah.
I heard he had about 300 or 400 the night of William Clark Green.
Yeah.
So, I've been there and done that when I was on Shooter FM. We used to do our Radio Row over there, too.
Yeah.
That's where I cut my teeth on Texas music, man. A guy named Daryl Dodd got me into this business. And from there, I got to meet some really cool people. just like you, I always met a lot of people on the ground level. Cody Jinks was the first one I met, because I was the first one to put him on FM radio.
Yeah.
So Hippies and Cowboys, and so he and I get along real well to this day. Parker McCollum kept coming to my studio and said, "How come no one plays my music but you?" I said, "Man, they don't get you yet." He goes, "What am I doing wrong?" I said, "Nothing. If you change your voice or whatever you're trying to fit radio, you're gonna mess up, man, because you have something unique." Oh no. And look where he's at now. I mean, just and it's not because I know what good talent is. I hear it, and just like with you, when I heard you, I had to have you guys here. You know, just like another cat I just did not too long ago named Braden Stewart. Have y'all heard of him? Oh no, Braden Stewart. Yeah, if you haven't heard of him, you need to, because he's just like y'all, just getting started. But man, he's like a living legend already, just like you are. And if people still haven't heard it here on the Zack Owen Show, we're gonna let them play another song right now. Which one would y'all like to do?
We're going to do one that we just got the chance to release. It's called Outlaw Bill.
Outlaw Bill, here they are. It's Graham St. Clair Band.
Ready?
Well, he came from California, he was riding center fire. He pulled his hat down low to hide the cast in his left eye. A man with no preceding, he was fairly cut and dry. That sly old fox, he rode in like the outlaw of his time. And he said, "Bill's the name I'm looking for, a way to make a dime. I sure I'm worth my salt, 'cause I've been riding all my life. There ain't a better cowboy you can search far and wide, but there's something to be worried about, the cast in his left eye." When it came to roping cattle, the man was quite a sight. He's quicker than a bullet, and he put spurs to his ride. He never missed a target, he'd rope with all his might. A man turned to the devil in a God-forsaken flight. Oh, well, he came up with a plan to start a whole new life. He stole a herd of cattle in the middle of the night, and he stuck them with a brand and claimed him as his right. Well, they knew there's something shady about the cast in his left eye. Outlaw Bill, now don't you hurry, son, I'm worried for your soul, 'cause those greenbacks have been known to turn a young cowboy's heart cold. That money won't mean nothing when they hang you out to dry, so don't let your heart be tainted by the cast in your left eye. Well, he took that herd of cattle and he moved them down the line. He sold them off for profit, he made a dirty dime, and he fell into some business with some old rotten gut liars. They started cashing out there, making something of a pile. Well, the deals, they just kept coming, all filled up with grime, and money took that young man's soul and turned him kin to crime. Well, it all happened so quick when he ended two men's lives for a deal that didn't sit right with the cast in his left eye. Outlaw Bill, now don't you hurry, son, I'm worried for your soul, 'cause those greenbacks have been known to turn a young cowboy's heart cold. That money won't mean nothing when they hang you out to dry, so don't let your heart be tainted by the cast in your left eye. Go, J-Rod. He made for Northwest Mountains, left a trail of cash behind. The lawmen all were coming to take that young boy's life. He blazed on out of Dodge, he was riding center fire, and they never found the outlaw with the cast in his left eye. Yeah, they never found the outlaw with the cast in his left eye.
Man, it's one of my favorites off the album, too, there. It's Graham St. Clair, and that was called Outlaw. And, dude, the whole album is just like that, one hit after the other. And to be your first album, that's a home run already.
Thank you so much.
I mean, you guys are killing it. Jackson, you're not bad on that guitar over there. You're picking in the grinning, huh? And then y'all have another member hiding out in the background. They don't see that we have a drummer over here who didn't bring his cajon, which is Man, what's a drummer without a cajon, you know?
Oh, I know. Well, we don't let the drummer in front of the camera most of the time.
Oh, yeah. That's why you always put them in the back behind y'all, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
They don't know how to act every now and then. They just beat around, beat things to death. So tell us, do y'all have a full schedule coming up, or are you working on that, or what's going on with that, man?
So for this summer, we actually are taking a little bit of a break because we're right at the age where everybody's getting married, and we have a bunch of weddings to go to for a month. So we should hit it again in July, and then next fall we have some festivals lined up and stuff already. Those things that you have to get booked a long way out, So we do have some stuff lined up then, but for now we're going to be off the road for about a month and a half, which is
that's called writing time.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to have a little bit of downtime because we were hitting it hard for 8 weekends in a row. Also trying to graduate, taking final exams and stuff. So
How'd you do it? I don't know.
Pretty exhausted.
I
But,
bet so, man.
yeah,
So do you have a management, or are y'all trying to do all this on your own? Or?
Yeah, so we don't have management, but we do have a booking agent over there at WME. So yeah, Carrie Creasy books for us. She's just been awesome. That has been such a blessing to us, and she's put us on, some of these shows that we were talking about earlier that are just dream come true. That's all been thanks to her. So,
dude, and it's only beginning.
I hope so.
It won't be long until you guys are headlining your own shows. And that's the deal. That's where the money's at, for one.
Yeah, exactly.
And for two, merchandise. Do y'all have merch yet?
Oh yeah. We got merch.
What do you have? T-shirts and hats, or?
We got T-shirts, hats, koozies, and stickers.
Stickers?
Yeah.
People still buying stickers?
Sometimes. Most of the time, we give them away.
Yeah. Here's what. Who was this? Joe Nichols. Y'all ever heard of him?
Oh yeah.
We did a show with him at the. Not with him, but the day after him. And the guy at the festival that we were at, the Crawfish Festival, said, "You know what Joe did, which was really cool and unique, that." Anybody who bought $35 or more got a special wristband at the merch booth. And at the end of the show, after everything was over with, they got to come over there by his bus and get a free photo with Joe. So that might be something y'all may look into, man.
Yeah, that would be
Anybody
cool.
who spends over $35 or more, which the or more is highlighted, will get a free photo with you and the boys after the show. Not an autograph. There's a big deal because you don't want an autograph because then you're sitting there autographing 5 things for one person. It's a free picture, one photo, click and done. So there's something you could probably look in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's a good way to get free merch or get merch up, because that's how what pays the bills, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's what pretty much all of our income right now comes from merch
and fuel.
So.
What are y'all? Okay, I love talking to new bands because very few new bands are in buses yet. Is that the goal? Is to get in the tour bus? I mean,
that is absolutely the goal.
Why is it the goal?
Because right now we're traveling around in a Ford Expedition. It's got
it's not even a van.
160,000 miles on it.
Not 360,000.
No, 160.
Oh, I was gonna say, is she burning oil yet? Is she huffing and puffing?
Yeah.
So what's the furthest have y'all been out?
Probably the longest drive was to Kansas City. There. And we maybe Mississippi. We went and played in Starkville for some fraternity up there.
Wow. So y'all haven't been to Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and California
not yet.
Or Portland, Oregon, or Seattle, Washington? Because
no.
You're kind of this music that you're in. This, I'm not gonna say Texas. I'm gonna say Americana, Texas, Red Dirt, because that's all three are gonna be in the same category.
Yeah.
Or you could just call it independent country. Because you're not. Some people get offended with country music, like the Red Clay Straits. I know. I got to talk to Brandon a few times. He goes, "Man, we're not a country band. We're a rock and roll band from Alabama. Everybody wants to play us on the." I said, "Man, I would go with whatever people want to put you in, because then they're going to play your music on a country radio station."
Yeah.
Don't ever tell anybody you're not country. But
that's what I always tell people. They say, "What genre are you?" And I said, "Whatever you want us to be."
Man, we play this. Here, let me show you what we play. So
exactly, yeah.
If you want to categorize us, go ahead and categorize us. I mean, to us, this is just what we do.
Yeah,
we play
We're
good
a music band.
Yeah, we play good music, So if I were to put you in a label, I'm going to put you in Americana, which is a great class, because Wade Bowen was Americana. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Some of these guys like to be called Texas country, but then it labels you to being like a Robert Earl King, which is not bad, you know. But Texas country has gotten so broad, man. It's just it's better to just say, man, we're independent country, you know, or we're just an independent artist, because that's basically what you are. Because you don't have a record label yet, do you?
Yeah, no, we do not.
And you know what? Someone told me one time, and we'll go to commercial after this. Somebody told me one time, man, he goes, because I asked him, I said, man, you got a record deal yet? And this is before they got a record deal. He goes, you know, no, not really, and I'm not really looking for a record deal. He goes, do you know what a record deal is, Jim? I said, no. He goes, it's just a bank loan.
Yeah.
A record deal is a bank loan. So someone's going to give you some money to go buy merch and do some tour, but they want that money back.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get
they
it
want
back.
a percentage of more than they gave you back.
Yeah.
He said, so anybody says they got a record label, pretty much all they said, they got a bank loan they got to pay back.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Have you? I mean, some people are like, man, I don't care. I need that bank loan. Well, it's cool to have on your resume Sony Records, you know, or what's the latest one? Everyone's going with the Warner Music. That's the big label people are on now.
Yeah.
But Randy Rogers got his own label too, doesn't he? Yeah.
So.
Hey,
Randy's got
Randy.
his own label?
Randy, find us. Put them on there. All right, man, we're going to take a commercial break. More with the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill with Graham St. Clair Band coming up this hour, being brought to you by Waco Realty Group and the Be Kind Coffee Company. So y'all go check them out. More with Graham St. Clair Band coming up after this.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. With our feature called Popple Direct, you can pop one of your links directly. I turned Direct on for Instagram. Now when I pop someone's phone, it opens directly to my Instagram. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Welcome to Market XLS, your all-in-one Excel solution for investors. Designed as an enterprise-grade platform, Market XLS caters to investment managers, registered investment advisors, asset managers, financial analysts, option traders, and individual investors alike. We kickstart your journey with AI and an automatic spreadsheet. Market XLS is your gateway to intelligent, secure, and efficient investment management and research. Book your free demo.
Welcome to Kitbag, the ultimate destination for football fans. Whether you're cheering for Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, or any other top club, we've got your team's colors running through our veins. From official replica kits to custom player prints of your favorite stars like Ronaldo, Messi, and Kane, Kitbag is your one-stop shop for all things football. Powered by Fanatics, we deliver to over 180 countries, ensuring you get the gear you need fast. For true football passion, think Kitbag. Visit kitbag.com today. That's kitbag.com. Kitbag. For 75 years, Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. No gimmicks, just durable, well-designed bottles built to last. Join us on our mission to amplify life, not complicate it. Because at Nalgene, what goes into our bottles matters as much as the adventures they fuel. Explore more at nalgene.com. That's NALGENE.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The #1 thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated with style and durability. You can trust Tervis tumblers to keep your drinks the perfect temperature, hot or cold, for hours. From the classic insulated tumblers to sleek stainless steel water bottles, Each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Since our founding, we've been revolutionizing hair removal with cutting-edge technology and a commitment to empowerment. The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. Experience the future of hair removal today at ulike.com, because at U-Like, beauty is about looking and feeling good. That's ulike.com. U-Like. With Ease US, make studio-quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects, featuring 468 natural AI voices. Customize the volume, mood, and pauses to perfectly match your content. Plus, capture high-quality videos with no watermark. Record your screen, webcam, and voice, and save them instantly to your computer. Never been easier to create professional-grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Welcome back to the Zack Owen Show, live from the Backyard Bar Station Grill. I'm Jim Alvarado, filling in for, I would say, the vacationing Zack Owen, but I can't tell you that because I don't know if he's on vacation or what. Hey, we're going to have more with our friends at Graham St. Clair Band coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, we want to talk to you about today, on this day, who was born, May 19th. Andre the Giant. If you don't know who Andre the Giant is, he was a Dallas Cowboy football player. And a lot of people didn't know this, but Andre the Giant lived in Robinson, Texas. He has a ranch out there. And to this day, I don't know if Andre's even alive anymore, but his family still lives there. And how I know that, I accidentally was dating his daughter and didn't know who her daddy was. And I went to her house one day, and this was, I was quite a few years ago, but I walked into the room and I saw a Dallas Cowboy helmet on the mantle and stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, y'all are Cowboy fans? She goes, well, not by choice, but we have to be. I'm like, why? She goes, my dad's Andre the Giant. I'm like, are you kidding? Where's he? I want to get his autograph. But I was trying to play it cool, like, nah, I don't care. But, yeah, happy birthday, Andre the Giant. He did pass away in 1993. He was born in 1946. Pete Townsend, one of my favorite singer-songwriters, man, 1945, still alive today. Guitarist, songwriter for The Who. I don't know how much is he alive, but he's still alive. Grace Jones from 1948. Happy birthday, Grace Jones. A Jamaican-American singer, model, and actress. I didn't know she was a model, but she could be. Kevin Garnett was born on this day in 1976. American NBA basketball player. Hey, Kevin, happy birthday, dude. You know, usually I'm the tall one, but when it comes to NBA players, I'm short, man. Sam Smith, was born on this day in 1992, English singer-songwriter. I think Sam Smith, yeah, he's like a top 40 singer. I've heard a couple of his songs there. Marshmello. Oh, never heard of Marshmello. I made it like that was my best friend. Was born on this day in 1992, American electronic music producer and DJ. Oh, yeah, Marshmello. Yeah, what they call it, electronic dance, techno. Yeah, I should have known Marshmello. He's kind of probably friends with some other big names like that. DJ Tiestio and stuff like that. Jojo Siwa, is that how you, Siwa. Born on this day in 2003. Man, these kids are getting old now, aren't they? American dancer, singer, and YouTube personality. Wow, if it's your birthday, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Normally, Zach has a list of local people's birthday, but he didn't leave me his birthday list, Zach. Well, thank you very much. All right, so now it's time to go check in. Well, is it time, or we got a few minutes, so we're good to go? And his name is Scott. We're going to check in what's happening with sports right now. Scott, what is going on?
Jim.
Well, hey.
Are you making up this story about Andre the Giant's daughter?
No, man, I'm telling you. I can't remember what age I was, but I walked into the house, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it's off of Moonlight Drive. And it's a really cool house out in the middle of this field, and I walked in there, and I'm serious. They had the helmet. He had other stuff from Dallas Cowboys, and I'm like, wow, y'all must be Cowboy fans. She goes, yeah, but my dad, he kind of played for him. I'm like, who is he? He goes, Andre the Giant. I'm like, are you kidding me?
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, so yeah, I have a little bit. We didn't date much longer after that because I think Dad found out I was a big fan, so he said, no, we're not having a fan club into my house. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Glad you're filling in this week. Good to see you. We're getting ready to talk a little PGA Championship reaction, little NBA playoffs, and then Matt Mosley will join us to talk about the Dallas Cowboys schedule and the Dallas Mavericks #1 pick. So we got a full show of all sorts of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, the Scotty boy got it done this weekend. Was it his first time his real live big boy tournament, wasn't it?
Something like that. He finally got it after he's been the favorite in a few different tournaments now. But
it could have been the accident kind of threw him off his game a little bit. What do you think?
Maybe so.
I mean, anytime you get arrested on camera right before you go to a tournament, it's not good at all, and it kind of messes with your I guess, mind game. Because golfing is two parts. It's golfing and then a mind game.
That's right.
Which I'm really good at putt-putt, so it doesn't take a lot of minds for
that. That's where all my golf expertise have that.
And your show is coming up right after the Zack Owen show right here on the Rogue Media.
Yes, sir. The show, by the way, we've grown by 5,000 subscribers over the past month. It's blowing up. We're doing great. We would love to invite anyone to come watch us. We are live every morning, 10 to 11 a.m. here Central Time on YouTube, and then we post clips throughout the day as well. So come subscribe, Pete Show on YouTube. I bet you'll love it.
Man, it's great talking to you, Scotty. Thank you again for all your updates this morning, brother.
Good to see you, Jim.
All right, man. Take care, brother. Wow, I can't believe it. I mean, see, no one really believes me that I actually dated a girl. Her daddy was Andre the Giant. But, again, it was a short-lived deal, Kevin. Short-lived. All right, folks, so we're going to take a short do we have a time for another break, or we're going to we can do now. Yeah. We'll get up there and play one more time. With the Graham St. Clair Band is coming together. Again, they had just changed their name, so some of y'all may have known them before with West Texas Wind, and that's how I first learned who they were. But since then, they changed their name, and I do like Grand St. Clair Band. It's a catchy name.
Yeah, I think it rolls off the tongue okay. The problem is that nobody knows how to spell it.
How to spell St. Clair?
Both. I people come up to me after the show all the time, and they do not know how to spell Graham or St. Clair. So
what grade are they in?
They're out of school.
I think.
Yeah, that's a better question. How many drinks have they had?
Yeah, St. Clair, I could see that a little bit, but I mean, if as old as I am, we remember Saints a long time ago. ST period, right?
Yeah,
that's how you begin Saint. You don't spell it SAINT. You know, it's ST period Clair
CLAIR.
No E.
No E. That's where, and that gets people too. But most of the time, if they've spelled all of the first stuff right, then they'll find it anyways, even with the E.
So put in Graham and then put ST period, and then you'll find it.
Yes, yeah, Graham
Easy.
ST, and you'll find it.
Well, are y'all still pulling up the West Texas Wind? Is that still being Google searched? If they pulled up West Texas Wind, is that going to pull it up or no?
Yeah.
Like in Apple Music or anything?
Yeah, because we have a song called West Texas Wind, and so if they're familiar with our album or our music at all, then you can still find us if you look up West Texas Wind.
But you're still so new, so I think you need to get them in the brain. It's Graham St. Clair Band.
That's what we've been trying to do.
Graham St. Clair Band.
So we just came out with some shirts that kind of promote West Texas Wind as a song. So, like, we have shirts with Roaming Home on them too, you know. So we have the Graham
I got to get
St.
one of
Clair
those
Band.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool. But we have the Graham St. Clair Band big, and then West Texas Wind a little bit smaller. So it's like, yeah, we're the same guys.
Yeah.
You know, that's still one of our songs. That's us. But
speaking of T-shirts, Jason Isbell T-shirt over there, boy, you're sporting.
Yeah, I guess I got to show the camera.
And so you got to tell. We were talking about that T-shirt off camera. You're like, it's party music, right?
Yeah. So it says Jason Isbell, and it says party music, but everybody's crying on it.
And I asked, why is everybody crying? Your answer is?
Because the music's so darn sad.
But you know what? It's Jason Isbell.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's allowed to be as sad as he wants.
As sad as he wants. Who else? Sean McConnell wrote a lot of sad songs that were just brilliant songs. And
oh, yeah.
Ray Wiley Hubbard, he writes some sad songs.
Yeah, he can get down in the dumps, too.
I mean, dark.
For sure.
He can get real dark on you. But then he gets that Snake Farm everybody loves.
Yeah.
That's just downright nasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
Pretty
are
much
taking
is.
off the summer or the first part of the summer, and then you're going to hit the road again, and you have some big shows coming up this fall?
Yeah, that's the goal. Our biggest shows in the fall are we're playing, what's it called, Tanglefoot? Tanglefoot Festival in Temple.
Oh, wow.
And that's actually a star-studded lineup right there. We are so lucky to be included on that one. We're playing, I don't know, Robert Earl Keen is playing. Who else? Parker McCollum, Cody Jinks.
What?
In
Temple, Texas?
In Temple, Texas. And so this lineup came out, and we were just shocked.
Do you know how much those two last people you just mentioned cost?
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're almost nearly $500,000 a piece.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. So we're going to play. Is that Randy's at that one too, right?
Wow.
Yeah, Randy Rogers is at that one too. So
Dude, so if y'all don't have your tickets, you better get them now.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be sold out. Or it probably already is.
yeah.
No,
And the Graham St. Clair Band is going to be there. So.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, y'all are going to be kicking off the show.
Yeah.
Or somebody's probably opening before you.
Yeah, we're playing. Yeah, we're headlining the B stage.
Wow,
so the small
that's
stage,
awesome.
we're going to play the last spot there, and then you can catch, after us, you'll be able to catch Randy and then Parker McCollum.
That night. So it's like a 2-night festival? Or?
2-night festival, yeah. Our night is, that's what's going on.
Because Jinx and Parker will never share the stage together.
Oh,
ever.
no.
Those are two major headliners.
Yeah. So I think the next night is Robert Earl Keen and then Cody Jinks.
Oh,
Or the,
wow.
the previous night, Friday night.
Yeah. Man,
Right.
best of luck to you guys on that. And I know I'm going to see you down the road soon.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely. I
so
hope
we're going to let you roll out one more song. Which one you want to do off the album?
Well, actually, we were planning on playing one that we just cut.
That's even better.
Yeah, so we just
I like
finished
the one
cutting
off
this
that
one.
no one has heard before.
Yeah, I'm excited. We played it at our live show for a little bit, but yeah, we just got the chance to go up to San Marcos and record with David Beck, and so we're super excited about it. I'm psyched about this song, so we're gonna play it for you now. It's called "Carry Me Home." Ready? Carry me home, Sadie Jean. Let's get this capo. I left my good capo at home.
Sadie Jean is eyeing me. She said that she'd be lying if she told me I could make it out of here on both my feet. Well, I know she'd never say it, but she's losing half her mind, trying to keep me from the trouble that surrounds me. And I guess that you could call it bad luck, but I don't see a point in sugarcoating anything at all. Well, I'd care less to explain it, 'cause the ignorance is painless, but at this rate I know I'm bound to fall. Oh, won't you carry me home, Sadie Jean? Once the music stops and I just need to sleep. Well, I'll love you in the morning, but tonight I'm bound for glory, chasing dreams that would be better off if I could leave them be. And it's only been 5 minutes since you tried to chew my ear off over something that you said 1,000 times. I may be seeing double, but it's clear enough to me that I can make it if I finish off these lines. Well, when I began to stumble, your eyes, they looked like trouble, but you took me by the shoulder and I grinned. 'Cause I may have lost tonight, but I'm still spoiling for a fight. So tomorrow I'll be right back here again. Oh, won't you carry me home, Sadie Jean? Once the music stops and I just need to sleep. Well, I'll love you in the morning, but tonight I'm bound for glory, chasing dreams that would be better off if I could leave them be. Oh, don't you threaten me with leaving, 'cause I swear one day you'll see when I hang that golden record on the wall. Oh, don't you know I almost had it, it was close enough to grabbing when I finally chased it down. Sadie Jean will have it all, oh, won't you carry me home, Sadie Jean? Once the lights turn off and I have lost my feet, well, I know you saw it coming, but I just can't help my stubborn ass from chasing dreams that I should have let be.
Keep the music playing.